Hello, 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 my lovely West Indian peeps from all over the globe. Charlie X Cricket here, checking in from Minnesota. Um, and we're going to catch up on some of the latest news in West Indies cricket and really cricket from all around the world. But we're going to focus in on this news that I noticed just came in on the West Indies website. Lord have mercy, there really isn't a dull day when you're a West Indies fanboy. They really have all kind of things going on. So Dominica is no longer a host country for ICC Men's T20 World Cup that's supposed to happen next year in the summer of 2024. Now, it's November 30th. It's about to be December 1st in a couple of hours. So really, it's half a year away from this T20 World Cup, and you're making this decision now. Now you're making this decision that um, Queens Park Oval, now known as National Park, if I'm not mistaken. Let me make sure I get that right. National Cricket Stadium. It was Queens Park Oval, but now it's National Cricket Stadium in Dominica. Now you're making the decision to not use this grounds in the World Cup. Boy, oh boy. So let's read this article. CWI has confirmed that the government of the Commonwealth of Dominica has advised that they are no longer able to host matches in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024, which takes place in June of 2024. Boy, boy, boy. Dominica had been initially selected as a host venue for the highly anticipated tournament, along with six other countries in the West Indies, including Antigua and Barbuda. That's the home country for me, by the way. Barbados, Guyana, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and TNT confirmed that despite the country's eagerness to host matches and tangible efforts to date, they have evaluated proposed timelines after consultation with their contractors. After careful consideration, it was determined that there will not be adequate time to fulfill all the obligations in the Memorandum of Understanding between CWI and the government of Dominica. CEO Johnny Graves said, "We acknowledge the dedication of the government of Dominica in preparing to host matches as a part of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024. While recognizing their commitment, we note the reasons stated for the decision that has been made and understand the position. We look forward to continuing to work with the government of Dominica and the Dominica Cricket Association to host international matches in the future." Tournament director for the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2024 added, "When hosting tournaments of this scale, it's inevitable that circumstances will arise which will require the organizers to adapt and alter plans. This is something that happens in any event of this nature, and while we have contingency plans for all functional areas for the hosting of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2020. The CWI and the ICC are working towards confirming the complete match schedule, and an announcement confirming these details is expected imminently." Okay, I appreciate the politically correct jargon from these individuals, but let me tell you something. Something in the water is a little bit dirty, is a little bit sticky. I don't understand how this kind of situation couldn't have been couldn't have been rectified at a sooner date. You mean to tell me 6 months, 7 months before the World Cup, that is when y'all come to the conclusion that y'all can't use this ground anymore? I don't believe that one bit. Y'all tell me what you believe. Do you think that this is just a circumstance that was inevitable, as the tournament director articulated? Or do you think there's something else going on beneath the surface that we don't know about? Because to me, that's what I think. I personally think that there's something else going on politically that the government of Dominica and the CWI aren't seeing eye to eye with. And as a result, that is the outcome. You can't use this ground right now. Because I'm sorry, when you're preparing for a tournament as big as this, unless you're telling me that the staff for preparing this ground is just totally incompetent or close to it, unless that's what you're telling me, which, based on what we've seen in other areas of West Indies cricket, that's very believable, right? But unless you're telling me that, there's no way you can convince me that this isn't political in some way, shape, or form. And I think as time goes on, we'll probably start to uncover more details about this. But you guys tell me what you think. Dominica has withdrawn its ground from being eligible to be used in the upcoming 2024 T20 World Cup. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this right here, man. Boy, West Indies, boy, never, ever, ever, ever a day goes by without something going on. It gives us something to talk about as fans. I tell you that. Love and peace to y'all.